We're racing DP here for Red Mana Marussia. Getting ready for our Racing's World Championship round 12 at Monza. We're looking forward to this one, Kev.
So.
Yeah,
It'll be a tough race.
It'll be a very tough race. Whew. Oh, and as a quick reminder, if you can have a toke of your e-cig when you pit, you've got to do it before you get into the box because there's not enough time afterwards.
Oh, right, yeah, good point.
I worked that one out last night. But yeah, it's no problem. For any viewers that may be watching, you're more than welcome to go and watch the live stream on Frontrow Racing's YouTube channel, or even their full broadcast with the commentary team, pit lane reporters. I don't mind people doing that. You can find them Frontrow Racing on the YouTube channel. But as Kev said, this could be a very difficult race here at Monza. It tends to close up the field. Also, slipstream is ridiculously powerful, and if it goes wet, well, yeah, it's not going to be an easy one. Over the course of the history around here in Frontrow Racing, there's usually a few big crashes at the first corner or even later on in the race. But we'll see how we get on as we're now going through to the track. The main thing I can hope for is that it is not wet. What have we got? Come on, give us beautiful sunshine.
The pit lane will be open.
Just a bit of a tip, Kev. Keep it to 2 runs in quali, as in 2 sets of tyres. Although actually, no, 3 you'd be alright with actually. But if you want to go for a 3 stop, yeah, definitely keep it to 2. I had a horrible dream last night that I loaded the wrong setup, you know. That's all. I'm not going to go out straight away. Let's check these temperatures. It's dropping a little bit.
The track's high, 46.
Yeah. But around here, from what I've seen, higher temperatures for the track isn't really that bad a thing. You know what? Do I go out now?
All personnel be aware. Car leaving.
So have we put 7 laps in?
No, 7 kilos, 4 laps.
Oh yeah. What would that do?
Lean out lap, take it very easy. As in, don't abuse your gears or anything like that, and you can get 2 flying laps. If you can't, then the out lap's been too aggressive.
Yeah, okay.
Remember not to push the tyres too hard on this out lap. We want them up to temperature, not to warm down. When you cross the line, keep it as smooth as you can and mind your apexes. We recommend that you use mix 3 for best power output.
fucking cars coming down the pit straight.
You need to cool your brakes, go easier on them into the corners.
Slow corner.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
Turn.
Okay. Excuse me.
We've dropped to P2.
Turn.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're running on fumes now. This is the last kilo or so of fuel.
Was the second one invalidated?
Purple. I had a shit middle sector on that first lap.
Yeah.
Good half second off pace in the middle sector.
I had a okay sector 1, sector 2 weren't great. Bit of a cautious Ascari Okay, that took 7 minutes to do that 2-lap run for me then.
I'm going back out already. Fuck off, game.
Refocus, mate. Turn your engine down for the next lap. Get ready for the next one.
What, do you turn it down in between and then go again?
No, if you're invalidated, it's handy just to turn it to lean for that lap to be safe. The rest of that lap, then just go straight again for the next lap. It's just to give you that contingency.
Standing by.
Oh no. Fuck off. I was fucking miles off.
Box, you've got time.
Fucking shaking it for some reason. The right foot. Not normally like that.
No. Nerves. They can affect us all.
Just fucking...
Brake hard into the next couple of corners. The brakes are running too cold.
Too cautious through scarring. Lost time there. Yeah. Damn it. Two slower laps. Looked a good lap. Oh, hold on.
Fuck off!
It's not a 19, it's not a 19. Good lap though.
Fuck it, I was fucking shaking then.
The thing is, as soon as you came through Ascari and you went, I was like, okay, he's up.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what though, we should be fucking faster.
Well, like I say, I mean, 19.6 I did earlier. Yeah. And the stupid thing is, you don't need to gain a lot in any of the sectors, you just need to put your good ones together.
Yeah.
You have to excuse me for a moment. Yeah, because my 19.6, the sectors were a 21.1, a 21.0, and a 0.4 in the final sector. I can't remember if it's a 23, is it 23.4? Something like that.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it is, it's putting them all together, but for some reason what you just found out then is making it a bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah. It only works if the rest of your setup can handle it. But we'll have a look at sectors in a minute. Wait for the timing screen.
I reckon I lost a touch through Ascari, and I know I was down by half temp in turn 1.
Yeah.
But that's fuck off. But I think I lost a touch through the second chicane and Ascari.
I think
it's not bad.
I reckon sector 1's going to be 21.3s for me. Sorry, 27.2 I've done. Sector 2 on my fastest was a 27.2 and a 25.6, so yeah, I've lost. On my fastest lap, I'm 3/10 off sector 1, 2/10 off sector 2, and 2/10 off sector 3.
Yeah.
But
I got 0.3, 0.1, 0.5.
yeah. Bloody hell, gap from 5th to 6th is quite a jump.
5 to 6, yeah, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, Johnny James? DNF?
He got qualifying ban, hasn't he? Yeah. Right, good luck, mate. First lap around here is always awful.
Get past the pads.
Well,
I mean, keep the pads behind.
well, the first lap around here is always awful.
It's
Always.
Sunday afternoon here at Monza, and you're in for a treat at this classic Formula One track. Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix.
Quite comfy.
I haven't been that nervous for a quali for a long time.
Yeah.
Final preparation.
Because it's Monza, because of what we know could happen here. But, like I say, I mean, well,
I reckon if they manage to keep it penalty free as well, that'd be good.
huge. Yeah, it could be huge.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's have a good one. So I haven't tried breaking down here on the inside yet.
I always break too early.
Yeah. Temp Fear's passed me already. So is Bartman. Whoa, and now they've just jumped miles up the grid. Whoa, Rian, wow. Wow. That's about all I can say on that one.
I got it.
I'm right behind you, there's a bit of a lag spike there.
Okay. There's a slow corner for you. I'm not going to use Rich at the moment.
Shit! Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Stay at the back of you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. The spawn?
Yep. So let's keep going.
Was my fault?
No.
Be aware,
Down
there's an
in
incident
ninth
in the
minute.
next part of the track. No
Oh, yeah.
overtaking through the yellow flags.
I didn't even feel it, Dave.
I don't know
Oh,
if I
moving
was
on
just
the
a
wheel.
bit too quick into there or not,
To
but
shift up through the gears earlier.
don't worry about it, just crack on.
Right, they're in line. We're fully laden with enough fuel to get us through this race. The car might feel a bit heavy to begin with. We're faster than the car ahead. Best chance of making a pass is through sector 1.
Okay, I feel a bit bad now.
Don't worry about it. And there, Dan. Oh, shit.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. Okay, we should be good on tyres for a while. The wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up. Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Whoa, just had a weird glitch into turn 1.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
I've got very good pace, have you?
Oh, at the minute, but I'm having to manage fuel.
Okay, options for your next stop. The window opens in 2 laps time. 2 laps. Okay, looks like you're running on some slightly warm rubber at this point. Should still have a fair amount of grip left, but be mindful, it's going to start falling away. You're faster than the car ahead in sector 1. Use that advantage to get past. The car behind is running on 4 ramps and mix 3. He's going to attack.
Oh,
P6, we're now running in P6.
You're going in this lap, yeah?
yep.
It looks like one of the Red Bulls are about to pit.
I don't believe it. Someone's just gone flying through me in the pit lane again. Dan Evs. That's if he comes out ahead of me, that's ridiculous.
In the
Literally,
pit lane?
yeah, he's done no slowdown for him. He's jumped me and Hammer Time on the pit entry. That's ridiculous. Oh no, he's behind us. It's spawned in behind.
Was it glitch?
Yeah. But when it happened with Temp Fear on Monday, it didn't put him back behind me.
No.
You're faster through sector 1. Faster than the car ahead through sector 1.
When you do go on the primes, be careful on them. They are a little shit at the start.
Temp's
won't-
going to jump in the pits anyway because he's fucking right behind me.
Not if he goes on another lap.
Yeah, he's just gone right through me. Right through me.
It's weird, isn't it?
Caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone.
Johnny James doing a
Until you see
one-stop.
the greens.
Okie doke.
And he's jumped me. Yeah, he has actually jumped me.
Yeah, that's a bit wrong, that.
Brilliant maneuver. 2 places at once.
Hammer Time's got a time calling.
Okay. I'm right behind him. Oh, it's hammer time's lagging.
Green flag, green flag. We're racing again. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Temps crossed.
Okie doke. I think we're catching up to it now.
I think he thought Jason was a back marker. But he's not, he's on a one stop. He's in the Williams.
Yeah.
It should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being.
Come on, Dave, drive better.
Catching the car ahead by around 5/10 a lap.
Ooh, I didn't get DRS.
X3, he's going to attack. race pace. Good job. Tyre data is looking positive so far. I think there's plenty of life left in these for the moment.
Oh, I'm driving terribly at the minute. Need to find the rhythm. It's Hammer Times pitted.
We've pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Okay, he's grounds to the end.
Probably he will.
What tires is he on then?
I couldn't get close enough to really tell, but I'm going to guess options.
Yeah.
He's done about 10-9 laps on them.
Looks like one of the Red Bulls are about to pit. Pit crew are getting ready. Okay, times are looking good. You're matching race pace. Try to warm up the brakes. Brake hard in the next few corners.
10 boxed. Oh, okay.
Nose behind me.
Pit crew boxes somewhere. We should be okay for a bit longer though. Be aware the car behind has moved to mix one. Mix one. They're saving fuel. The track is clear. Green flag. Confirmed. We'll fit the option tyre on your next stop.
Right, I'm in the box.
Relapsed cars coming out of the pits.
Okay, I've just bitted.
Oh, yeah.
Go, go, go.
In the box.
Okay.
I just had the speed up blitz going in the pits.
We're on the good side of it.
Yeah. James has just gone through.
The Mercedes crew are preparing for a stop. We're not sure which driver it is yet.
Jimmy James is boxed. Jimmy James is boxed.
Okie doke.
No one stop.
I thought it would be doing.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
It's behind me.
many laps before you did? My time taking 1 lap before you.
It was 1 or 2. No, he pitted 15, so yeah, 2 laps. He's pitted.
Is it?
Yep.
Hammer time?
Yep.
Okay, then. I'm expecting that.
Cheers, Jeff.
Oh, I just had a wheel glitch in the wall. This track is full of glitches.
It is, isn't it?
I've had that on another corner now. What was it I had it last night? On a different corner.
Lesmos, I think.
Fucking got me that out of my middle now.
We'll get back in it, because if I catch you up, I'm bringing temp fear with me.
Is he in your slipstream?
No, it's 3 behind. Yeah, it's 3 seconds behind. I don't know what tyres he's on. I'd guess option.
Yeah.
I'll take a risk here, one lean for a sec to get that fuel back in. In front end. Ooh, yeah, okay. These last few laps are not going to be nice for me.
Just understand a little bit, mate. We can do it. Remember, Jensen bottom.
Alright. Oh no, fucked up second chicane. Come on, Dave. Cheers, morning. Temp's dropped off now.
Good. Come on. Just bring it on now.
Fucking hell, I've won a race. Get
Well
in.
done, mate. Well done.
Fuck's that's a long time coming.
That was not easy. Not easy at all.
That was tough. Did you get any pens?
Not that I remember. I tell you what, I don't know if you'd have seen it, but you know, I said like up to turn one at the start there was a bit of lag going on. I got overtaken by 2 cars, and then as we're getting to the corner, GT5 King up the inside, missile, wiped out about 3 cars.
Did he?
Yeah.
Couldn't he always do that fucking Monza?
At Monza, yeah, probably, yeah. I don't know whether it was a bit of lag or what, but
yeah, that is a buggy track though, that, definitely.
yeah, it is. It is. I agree with you. But well, congratulations on the win. It was much needed. That might
Thank
put
you,
you
sir.
ahead of 10th here now. 10, well, it should do 10-point gain. But
I'm not very much then.
no, I didn't have a look at what the points were before we got going. But another 1-2.
Yeah, you got it. Dom helped out last week with his bloody penalties, didn't he? That made 10
Yeah.
goal push this.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what. One of the few occasions where I actually didn't want Dom to get any penalties, because if he hadn't have got penalties, I'd have gained more over everybody. Well, no,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Mr. Hamilton 44. So with those two getting penalties, it
Look at
Yeah.
Temp, he was so close to getting 4th. Bastard.
oh, he was, wasn't he? He was.
Bastard.
That was
It's a
close.
shame.
I don't know what happened to Dom in that though.
He just got disconnected from what I could say.
I don't know. But, whew. Tell you what, the strategy seemed to work though. For both of us, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, shall we go and do the old podium interview? I shall see you in there. I've got one from earlier, so I can get in anyway. You'll get one soon enough.
Could have done if you hadn't have had that spin. That, you know, it had an incident on lap 13. That could have been another couple of places. So yeah, very good mention there on that one. So I've just seen 2 drivers join us in the chat room there. Do we have temp fear?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so we'll come to that in a moment. So while we're just waiting for temp fear, there he is. So, podium drivers, if you could make sure you've got your microphones plugged in for a start. So set to always loud and shared, and your microphone's turned up nice and loud and clear. Also, like to remind you, please try and keep it clean, Kev. Before we go to the questions on the podium and talk to the drivers, if there's any drivers that are listening to these interviews now, if you want to post your comments and let us know how your race went, please do that on the YouTube chat, and Adam might be able to get to those and read those out once we've done the podium questions. So, Kev 187 takes the victory again when you have hardly any practice. How do you do it?
I had a bit more the last few weeks.
No, but you do so well when you have no practice. How do you do it? Do you practice in private without telling anyone?
No, that's 100% no.
So it's not that you've been telling Dave that, oh, I'm busy at work, I'm tired, I can't practice. It's
no.
He's
I don't. I only practice for you lot of an evening. That's it.
He treats the streets of Manchester as a racetrack in his van.
Yeah, the VW.
Have you managed to attach your G27 wheel to your van yet?
No.
I can just imagine you doing that. But anyway, I must say though, you set the pole time. It wasn't into the 19s, which I think you and DP were expecting to be hitting. Yeah. But were you pleased to be? Obviously, you're going to be pleased to be hitting pole. But
yeah, I like to get pole.
Was you surprised you got pole with a 20 though? Not in the 19s. Did you think there was somebody else that were going to get it?
20.066, I think it was. Not far off, but I don't know. Everyone's a bit more careful, aren't they, when it actually comes down to it? So, I mean, we always say we're always slower. I think the only time we'd actually gone faster was Spa last season when I did a 45.1, and me and Dave were just like, "Whoa, fucking hell!" Oh, sorry, I mean, fudge. I think that's the only time we've ever beaten our practice times.
Yeah.
We always go slower. But anyway.
And if there's anywhere where we said last week, if there was anywhere you didn't want to be on pole, it was Spa because of the long straights. But how does it feel sitting on pole going towards that turn 1 at Monza?
Scary with Rian behind you.
Okay, so we didn't quite catch what happened, other than we know that Rian waited for a lot of cars to go past. So
yeah, I hate turn 1 at Monza because there's always an incident. So I always just go around the outside and try and stay out of the way, and I managed to. Well, no, I think I did. I had to cut the corner to because I got pushed by someone. But
there you go, Dom. Check for the corner cut. Right. Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's not nice turn 1 at Monza.
No, I'm trying to think back to when the last time was you had a Monza with a clean, when you yourself had a clean first corner, and I don't think you have in the past. I think this is probably one of your first ones. So,
I think last season the airborne one, or was that the season before?
That was a few years ago. I think the only one that you have had was where you went into turn 1 and you heard a load of screeching, so you just went straight on, took the evasive option.
Yeah.
I still have footage actually on my other YouTube channel of that, but I should show people that at some point. Kev getting scared of Justin Bieber fans chasing him. Right, so Kev, yeah, I mean, after turn 1, it looked quite plain and simple once you dealt with Temp Fear. Any concerns throughout the rest of the race?
No, I think unfortunately, he kind of dealt with himself because I think he thought Jason was a back marker and he wasn't. So he had a bit of an incident with him, which did really help. And obviously Dave was in traffic, so that helped. I think it would have been a lot closer, to be honest, if it was a clean race as such.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have walked away with it like I did if it was, me, Dave and Temp, and perhaps and Hamilton. Yeah. Maybe Dom up the front in clear air, I don't know, but yeah. There you go.
Yeah. We did see a bit of contact between Jason and Temp Fear, so that may be something that gets looked into. But yeah, Jason at that point was doing really well. He managed to do a one-stopper, the only driver I believe that did do the one-stopper, but he did well there. We had a special mention of him just at the end of the race. So we'll come back to you in a moment, Kev. Move on to your teammate, Front Row Racing DP.
Hello.
Hello. Would you say that this has kind of put you right back in it for the title?
Kind of. I've only, if the result stays as it is, I've only gained on Temp by 3 points. So possibly it's a few more points than him. That's all I can do, really.
So when you look at the league standings, do you always look up, not down?
Yeah, who's on the top? How far behind am I? How many points do I need to gain on them? That's all you can focus on, really. No.
Yeah, nice way of doing it. Unless you're on top, then there's nowhere to look. But anyway, I want to know your views on turn one, and obviously you were put down to about 9th place. So obviously you were caught up in that incident in turn one.
No, not at turn one. What happened at turn one? There was a lot of lag heading down into that first corner. I know we've seen jump starts before, and I think a couple of cars got a jump start on me. Either that or they just got really good starts, but there was definitely a bit of lag. And then I saw a McLaren missile wipe out a few cars. I managed to avoid all that, and I think I was in about third place, I think it was, because I was behind Kev, and it was going into the Parabolica. I think I just didn't brake as much as I should have done, hit the back of him and spun, so I lost it at the Parabolica at the end of the first lap, which, like I said, put me down about 9th place.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate, but what a comeback from 9th to 2nd. Obviously, it was helped a little bit by certain events that happened during the race.
It was,
unfortunately for one of the Ferraris, they had a bit of a technical issue, which meant they had to retire the car. But we did see some great overtakes, especially at Ascari. Last season, I remember, if I remember rightly, you had an incident with one of the drivers in Ascari. This season, you seem to have to keep it, I shouldn't say seen. Your overtakes, is Ascari one of the places you prefer to overtake?
No.
At Monza?
No, I hate overtaking at Monza. It doesn't matter if you're on the outside, if you haven't practiced being on the outside and giving room on the inside, you're in the gravel. And if you go overtaking up the inside and you haven't practiced it, you're going straight on, you're hitting the car, you both ended up in the gravel. So, no, I hate overtaking through there. I think it might have been Dan Evs I was side by side with. Was it Bartman, was it? All right. There was someone I was kind of side by side with, and it's a horrible corner because you have to slow down so much to be able to keep it on the road and give the space that you just think, I'm going to get mugged here. But yeah, you can do it, but no. I mean, really, you don't really want to overtake in Ascari because you might as well wait down this long straight and then overtake on the start-finish. It's like when I caught Temp Fear up, I got DRS like in the back straight. I was like, okay, put it into lean. Caught him up quicker than I wanted. Right, lift off. Caught him up down the second back straight. Right, keep it in lean, lift off. And then when I put it into Rich, he ran wide and I just drove past. So he made that one kind of easy. But yeah, you might as well just go for it.
Payment later.
You might as well just go for it down the stop finish. But I mean, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy with the result. Other than without that spin, I'd have been closer to Kev. We could have made a fight of it.
Yeah, and Kev might have been able to give you a position back that you had to give him in previous races.
No,
but that's another story.
To be fair, we only do that when we're on completely different strategies. But
yeah. So other than the lap one and the overtake that you just mentioned, any other parts of that race were a bit of an issue for you, or was it just concentrate, keep an eye on the fuel, keep pushing when I need to push? I was just talking actually towards the end of the race whether you would be attacking Kev or just trying to hold the gap between you and Temp.
To be honest,
so what were your thoughts on that one?
To be honest, after about the first 3 or 4 laps, I had to save fuel. I had to get it was a constant race-long battle to get the fuel back in, and that made it very, very difficult because there was cars ahead that I was catching, but then I had to save fuel, so couldn't attack. And in the final stint, it was a case of, right, I'm in second, Kev's about 9 seconds ahead. I'm not going to catch that up, given the strategy that I used. So it was a case of just keep the gap to 10th here and don't run out of fuel.
Nice one. Well done for Racing DP for getting what we call the provisional second place, because obviously it's going to be going, all the footage and everything gets looked into with the front racing directors. So we're going to move on to 10th here in the Flaming Dragons Patronus Mercedes AMG, saying it all backwards like the Murray Walker properly does. 10th. How did you feel your qualifying went, first of all?
I did 2 identical laps, so I wasn't particularly happy. I really probably should have been on pole, or at least front row anyway.
Yeah, I think there was quite a few people that weren't able to set the lap times they were expecting to set, whether they got invalidated or the time just wasn't quite there, whether it was they were just taking it a bit cautious. But you did seem like you had the pace, and yeah, we kind of expected you to be one of the drivers that may be able to get into those 19s. So yeah, we thought you may be able to get onto that pole, but that pole position will come at one of the circuits soon, I'm sure. Did you get any contact into turn 1, or did you manage to avoid the Scud missile from Freedom McLaren?
Well, I didn't really know about it. All I knew, the lights went out and DP just didn't move. I wouldn't say I had a jump start, because a lot of people moved at the same time as me, but I just seemed to get really good traction as well. Almost lost it going round him. But then after that, I pulled out, and I wasn't aware of any contact behind the turn 1.
Yeah, because I think by the end of lap 1 you were leading the race, weren't you?
Yeah, I think I had about a second lead over Kev already.
Yeah, you were pulling a nice little gap out there, and then we went to have a look through the field, came back, and Kev had overtaken you. So did you have a bit of an instant, or was it just Kev's pace catching you up?
First 5 laps, I was in a really good rhythm. It was a dream start. I couldn't ask for 5 laps. And then lap 6 and lap 7, all of a sudden, the front just didn't respond as it was the last 5 laps. All of a sudden, into the gravel about 3 corners in a row.
Oh,
Kev, it was the chicane full of 2 Lesmos and then the 2 Lesmos. And that put Kev all over the back of me then.
Yeah. Message me later with what tyre pressures you were running, so I can make sure I don't use them. But during the race, I tell you what, you're there again on the podium, and you have been top of the standings for quite some time. And obviously, Dave and Kev have pipped you with the points today, but it keeps you right in there. At any point up to now, has it crossed your mind that you actually could win this championship?
Well, it's always the aim, and ever since I realised I was up there, I think after Austria, all of a sudden I just found myself on the top. After that one race, I was quite surprised. And then on, I knew that I had a few strong races coming up anyway. So I thought, it's a very good possibility.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you've been aiming for your first win, or well, I should say you were aiming for your first podium, then you were aiming for your first win. Now you want your first pole position, and do you know what? Your next step is that first championship, and it could be this season. There's no reason why not.
I haven't got the pole first yet, but
Do you know what? I would put me on it. It would come if I was a betting man, but I'm not a betting man. But no. Honestly, if I was a betting man, I would put money on it, because you have got pace and you can beat from Racing DP and Kevin 87 in a straight fight, just depending on what circuit it is. So, yeah. So good luck in the remainder of the season, and well done with your podium. I must say, great race from all 3 of you. Coming back to Kev 187. I nicknamed you during that race, and Ray said, "Who?" And I referred you as being like Nico Rosberg. And Ray didn't know who Nico Rosberg was, and I was basically trying to say that you just get in a car and you're fast.
You're like a robot.
You're like a robot. Nico Rosberg is obviously something that I'm not going to talk about on here, but if people want to find out, they can search him later. But Nico Rosberg is Kev, or Kev is Nico Rosberg. It must be, because you just, every week, it's just, whether you've had practice or not, you're on the pace. And I just want to know how you do it. So I want a piece.
I've not won that many times this season, bloody hell.
No, but you're there still. I mean, with this win, it puts you at the top of the championship.
Well, yeah, that's where I should be. I've been there for the past 3 years.
Well, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
But when you look at it, when you look at it, this season you've not really been that motivated. You've not put that much practice in, but it doesn't matter whether you've been motivated or not. You still seem to do it.
Can you stop giving us excuses?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just experience. I don't know. It's just experience, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to the remainder of this
always
season.
gives me a good setup, you know.
Yeah.
You need to stop doing that, Dave.
I'm going to have to, aren't I?
When you need it.
Yeah. Run 11 Aeros around Monza.
Yeah. So, just to finish off, not really a question I'll say finish off. We've got a few other things we need to ask you in a minute, but just going to say, not really a question to you, Kev. I just want to say well done on the season so far with, the little practice you've done, and your win today takes you to the top of the table, as long as the standings stand as they are. What I want to do is, you three don't run away yet, because what I want to do is I want to ask Ray first of all whether he's got any questions for the three of you.
Yeah, Kevin, Dave, are you changing teams for next season? Because it seems in the pits your team isn't performing well and it's giving you more of a challenge.
We haven't discussed it, but I think the answer will be yes. Yeah, how we keep getting jumped in the pit lane. But having said that, right, I know a couple of you know, because I mentioned it to you. I don't know if Temp knows this. In our practice race the other day, Temp fears a second behind me. I go into the pits, he does the auto slow down. He doesn't auto slow down. He goes into his pit box at about 200 mile an hour and comes out of the pits about a second and a half ahead of me, which was a little frustrated. And it happened again with Dan today, but it did reset Dan behind me. But I know Kev got jumped in the pits as well with a similar thing.
Yeah, I've seen the Kev one.
Yeah, I got jumped. It's so annoying that about all the games. If you're right behind someone going in the pits, they always jump you and you touch your head.
Well, the way we look at it and what we put it down to basically is where you are in the pit lane, and because you're the bottom team, anyone coming down that pit lane, you have to wait for them. So it's basically holding you for a safe release.
Yeah, they're all going to be 2.5 second stops though, aren't they? Roughly thereabouts. So they should still get out in front, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, if you'd have been in the Mercedes, then it could quite possibly have been the other way around.
Yep.
So
Mercedes next season then, Kev.
There you go. That's going to be everybody's. There is an incentive to every driver in the World Series and World Championship to try and get the constructors as high as possible, because it is crucial to get one of the teams that is high up in the grid. But anyway, Ray, any other questions from you?
That was just one of the things I wanted to ask about. I think Adam might have a few.
Yep, so Adam, if you've got any questions, or if you want to let us know what questions have come through from YouTube, go ahead.
Yeah, we've got one from Hammer Time for Temp, asking what happened when you went into the gravel at Ascari.
To be honest, Kev would probably be better off answering that, because I have no idea myself.
I think this is what it looked like to me. He thought Jason Yarson was going to move out the way because he possibly thought he was a back marker, and then he didn't, and then they kind of collided, and Temp had to go straight on to avoid him. Oh yeah, not collide, but he had to go straight on to avoid him.
I knew he was the position, but I don't know. I don't know whether I break late, because I can't remember. Really, all of a sudden he just stopped on my screen pretty much. And I just had to stop.
That must have been lap 13 or around about that point, and Jason running a one-stopper. In fact, I think it was lap 12. Jason running a one-stopper was on options that were 12 lap hold. So he was having to be very careful and cautious on the brakes. So that was maybe one of the reasons that it caught you out, because you were on much fresher tyres at that point. So that's what it may have come down to. Adam, next one.
Just a general one that you asked, Steve. What track would you like added to the calendar?
If you could pick any racetrack in the world to add to the Formula One calendar, what track would it be? So start with Kev, because he won the race.
Okay, I'm not very good at
That's two
tracks.
strikes.
We'll play Mallet's Mallet. You've hesitated. Dong.
I don't know. Next.
Okay, passed. Right. Dave?
You know what?
Oh, I like Road America actually.
There we go. Road America. Good answer.
You know
No,
what?
Watkins Glen, not Watkins Glen.
Wrong answer.
I
Move
like
on.
Watkins Glen.
DP.
They are actually thinking
I
about
don't-
trying. They are actually thinking about trying to get Watkins Glen back in, but I've heard that it's Vegas. Oh, you know what? I'd be tempted to say the Nordschleife, but the cars couldn't handle it. So I'm going to say,
Hate it.
I'm going to say, the original Spa circuit, the 15-kilometre long one.
Ooh, it's like a big triangle. That's a nice circuit. But now you've said that, you've just reminded me of something, but I'm not going to say it until we've asked Temp here. Temp, what circuit would you add to the F1 race calendar?
I don't want to bring back Istanbul or put Willow Springs on there.
Oh, Istanbul, brilliant
Istanbul.
track.
Good circuit, yeah. And do you know what? It's a shame they let that track go the calendar just because they weren't getting the bums on seats in Turkey, and I believe it was to do with ticket prices. If they'd priced it right, people would have gone. But anyway, the track I would like to see back in F1, Hockenheim, the long circuit. Oh yes,
Yeah.
I had a
please.
feeling you'd say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a beautiful circuit.
Yeah, I'd agree on that one.
But there we go. Anyway,
Right.
if there's no more questions from Adam or the YouTubers, just check.
No, there isn't.
Okay, so podium drivers, thank you very much. I know it was a long podium, but much appreciated your input and comments there. Well done to all three of you. If you'd like to pleasantly leave before Ray hits the boot button.
Cheers, guys. Well done, Kev. Well done, Temp.
Cheers. Well done, everyone.
Congratulations.
I'll see y'all later.
Okay, just enough time then for me to sign off. I've been from a racing DP. Apologies that we don't talk much while we're actually on track. We do try and concentrate. It is one of the downsides of our videos or my videos of my league races. I don't talk much through them, so apologies for that. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. It was an interesting race. Could have gone so much better without that spin early on, but that's part of racing. My next live stream will be next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. for the World Championship, Formula Racing World Championship, round 13 at Singapore, a track that I really do like, but certain input devices have had a massive benefit around there in previous seasons, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on around Singapore this time around. I will be doing the commentary for the Formula Racing World Series tomorrow evening. That's Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. for the World Series round 12 at Monza. So you're more than welcome to come and join us for that one. I do enjoy doing the commentary on it, and it could be a very, very interesting race for the World Series around that track. As we've seen today, crashes can be very, very effective, shall we say, in Monza. And just for the viewers' information, I have been taking part in the FSR, the Formula Sim Racing League, which is another Formula One series on PC racing. And we've got our next round of races this weekend, which I'll be taking part in. On Saturday, I think there's the AMA, which is like a GP2 series, and the ACE series, which is like the second tier of the F1 leagues. And then on the Sunday, the Pro, which is what I'll be taking part in. It's the bottom tier of the F1 leagues. I'll be taking part in that. That's for a race around Bahrain, which I will begin practicing or continue practicing on for the rest of this week. So hopefully I'll have a better result than I did have last time. So if you're interested in seeing how I get along with that, or watching another form of Formula 1 racing, have a look for FSR, or Formula Sim Racing, on YouTube. The cars are beautiful, the cars are fantastic, although they are very, very much more difficult to drive than the PlayStation F1 cars. Okay, that's all from me. I've been from Racing DP, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.